Hey guys, welcome to another video from the Reaper blog. Today we're looking at Instinct from AVA Music Group. It's a sample library and set of KONTAKT instruments that will help you create cinematic trailers. You can use these in your films and videos, and you can use them in music projects. Really cool stuff. Let's have a look at this product page. 100 creative samples including hits, whooshes, risers, phrases, broms, loops, and more. Unique industrial sounds captured in the rawness of abandoned places in Detroit. Recorded and processed at the highest quality to meet broadcast, cinema, and video game standards. So these are a set of 24-bit 96 kilohertz samples. There are 101 samples here. Broms, downers, drones, hits, loops, risers, short hits, sub hits, whoosh, whoosh bangs. It's the type of effect that you can create yourself, but it's pretty time consuming, and maybe you already have a library of stuff like this, but you keep using them in every project. One of the reasons to get this is just to expand your library, get some more options, things that haven't been heard in every other trailer and things like that. In the same style as what is being used, what's current, but not the ones that you've used on your last project, things like that. And there's also a KONTAKT instrument, which is a really cool way of working with these. Gets you a lot more options for processing. AVA got in touch with me recently and sent me a copy of their sound library. I've been playing around with it, having a lot of fun, and so let's check this out. Okay, so to demo this, I've set up a bit of a trailer, cut down version of the Dark Tower, just about 40 seconds long, and I put in a couple loops, some risers, some hits, some drones. Let's check it out. So there you go. That's something that I came up with in, I don't know, half an hour or so of trying out these different effects, putting them into this trailer that I downloaded off YouTube. It shows you what you can do just with samples in the timeline in Reaper. There weren't any effects other than an EQ on this one clip. Everything else is just flat. I'm using some fades. I've changed the rate of this drone a little bit. I've turned down a couple clips, but mostly this is exactly what you get in the sample library. So I was just auditioning things here, like this Instinct Downer Clean. Right? I like that one. So when I like one, I can just drop it in anywhere in the timeline. I can, as I drag it around, I can find the best place for it. It's something like this sample here, where there's a tail and then something building up. I could put in a snap offset by dragging this left edge over here, putting that where the transient is. And then when I move around the clip in here, you can see there's that green line, and that is showing where the video window actually updates to show that frame. So I'm going to undo that to get it back into the place. So that snap offset, when you're dragging around an audio file, will update the video to show where this snap offset is in the video. So pretty cool way of working, really easy. But that's only half of this sample library. The other half is inside of KONTAKT, and there's a lot of options here. So I've already got this added to my database. I've got this organized as a bank called Instinct. So let's bring in these instruments. Some of them are meant to be played as its own patch, and some of them are kind of a little library of individual ones. So these ones like Instinct, Brom, Subterranean, that is its own instrument, and you play it as if it was a keyboard patch. Downers is a set of a few different downer, all the same ones that were in the sample library. So some of them are meant to be just triggered and they play as they are, and others are meant to be played chromatically, stretching across different notes. So here's one called Doom. So that's a very Doom style hit impact thing. This one's called Duty. This sort of effect is used all over films these days. So those are the Brahms. So this one is a drone, and it's mapped across many more keys. And it's chromatic. We can play it as chords as well. Let's look at some of the other options. Amplifier envelope, pitch envelope, gain and pan. We've got basic filters, filter envelope. In effects engine, we have insert effects like lo-fi, screamer, distortion, jump. I think these are all distortions essentially. And these are mapped to different keys. That's these red keys over here. So you can hit one of these keys and then play the chord. And it applies different settings. There's insert effects and also send effects. So different keys here trigger different effects, either insert or send. Go to the rhythm engine, there's a step sequencer, there's LFOs, and output engine, there's some sort of master effects. Let's replace this patch with the loops. Go to the output section, transient shaping. EQ. You get the idea. So these are basic Kontakt-based effects. So this is one of the other patches. This is the loops patch, and it's just mapped across one octave, and it's just the 12 different loops that are available. As well as those effects. So if I hold down this button with the mouse, get some distortion. And you don't have to use the key switches. You can put it on the effects engine and turn them on and keep them on. So that's the grand tour of Instinct from AVA. I really liked this. I really enjoy playing around with it. It was pretty fun to create this trailer. It's not something that I do in my line of work, but maybe that's something that I'll have to do sometime in the future. And this sample library is filling a hole that I had in my library for sure. This library is available for $79. Again, it's 101 samples plus Kontakt instruments. A really useful and cool set of sounds, executed really well. That Kontakt instrument is great. So if you enjoyed the sounds that you've heard here, please check out avamusicgroup.com and check out the Instinct Sound Library. And that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Support the Reaper blog through Patreon. Visit reaperblog.net for a lot more tutorials.